XenonStack. I am in Azure Square in CloudOps team. So today I am going to show you how we can tackle the problem in Kubernetes clusters we face when we use large applications. Like we get some errors like port filling error, cache back off errors in our clusters. We can tackle those problems by using a tool called K8sGPT tool. It is a tool that is mainly made for Kubernetes to get the errors and their summaries. It will give those summaries before you know that there is some problem in the cluster. Like there is a pod that will fail. Like we are using Nginx pod and it will fail. You don't know if it is due to some image fail error or some other error. So K8sGPT will solve that problem for you. It will give that error and give a little bit summary about the error and give a summary of the solution. Now let's discuss our problem statement.
So let's start with the problem statements that we are facing and need to solve using K8sGPT. So first is difficulty in management. So managing Kubernetes clusters efficiently and effectively can be complex and resource-intensive task. DevOps teams often struggle with tasks such as cluster deployment, scaling, monitoring, and troubleshooting. These challenges can lead to downtime, increased operational cost, and hindered innovation. And next is complex cluster configuration. Defining and configuring Kubernetes clusters with right resources, network policies, and security settings can be intricate and error-prone. Next is scaling complexity. Efficiently scaling clusters up or down in response to varying workloads requires precise adjustments that can strain resources and demand manual intervention. Next is monitoring and alerting burdens. Setting up and maintaining monitoring and alerting systems for diverse matrices across multiple clusters can overwhelm teams, leading to missed issues. Next is troubleshooting complexity. Identifying and addressing problems in Kubernetes clusters is challenging, often requiring deep expertise and consuming valuable time. So last one is cost optimization, that is very important. Striking a balance between resources allocation and cost optimization is difficult, as improper resource management can lead to excessive operational expertise. So let's move on with the solution that K8sGPT provides us for our problems. First one is easy usage. K8sGPT is a tool that uses artificial intelligence to help you manage your Kubernetes clusters. It works by using OpenAI's GPT-3 model to understand Kubernetes configuration files, optimize Kubernetes management, addressing pain points efficiently. Next is explanation. Upon identifying issues with the Kubernetes cluster, K8sGPT proceeds to generate a comprehensive report outlining the nature of the problem and providing recommended solutions. This report serves as a valuable resource for remediation or further action. The last one and most important is analyzers. K8sGPT employs analyzers to categorize and diagnose issues within the cluster. These analyzers come as a built-in component of the platform, with certain ones being automatically enabled. So let's see what those built-in analyzers are that K8sGPT provides us. First is pod analyzer. It will analyze the pods within the cluster only. It will not analyze any other thing in the cluster. Next is PVC analyzer, just same as pod analyzer. It will also search for PVCs, persistent volume claims, and give the issue and solution for the problem if it will find some in it. Next is RS analyzer and service analyzer. So what a service analyzer does, it will give the issues and search for the solutions in the service. If it finds some problem in it, like we are using cluster IP load balancer or any other service in our cluster for our applications. Next is event analyzer and ingress analyzer. So it will analyze ingress and events in the cluster, and it will find some issue in the ingress, and if it will not find some issue, then it will not give some solution or anything. It will just give us that there is no issue in our ingress. So these analyzers are used if we want to analyze some specific component of our Kubernetes cluster, like pods, PVCs, etc.
So now let's start with the implementation of K8sGPT, but before that let me tell you what I have done in this task. So I have made a Python script in which I am using K8sGPT and Moto3 Python library, and I am using Amazon instance in Azure as well. So in this, I am running a Kubernetes cluster. So you need to install that Kubernetes and Docker in it. You need to install K8sGPT in it. So in the Kubernetes cluster, I have run an Nginx pod and deployment. You can run Redis or any other deployment as well as you like. So when I am running this, I am running K8sGPT using a Python script which is looping through the instances that are running in the Amazon account, my account. So the K8sGPT will run and it will analyze the cluster for the pods deployment, or you can add filters in it if you only wanted to analyze like pods or some specific namespaces. So K8sGPT will analyze if there is some issue in it. If it will find some issue, like there is a crash go back of issue in the image, so it will then give the summary and solution of it. So in the script, what I have done, I am sending the mail with the explanation of the issue that is found and the summary of a solution. Like you can use new image or some other with other tag or with other repository in it. So it will give those type of issues and solutions for them, and those solutions will be sent through the mail. But if there is no issue found, then the loop will be broken out, and it will say that there is no explanation for it, as there is no issue in the cluster.
So let's see what use cases K8sGPT provide us and where we can use it. So first is automated Kubernetes configuration. K8sGPT can automate the process of setting up and configuring Kubernetes clusters, reducing manual intervention. Next is insights for complex deployments. So K8sGPT can provide insights and recommendations for managing complex deployments, helping users to optimize resource allocations, enhance overall cluster performance. Next is documentation generation. K8sGPT can generate comprehensive documentation for Kubernetes setups, making it easier for teams to understand and maintain their configurations. Troubleshooting assistance. K8sGPT can offer guidance in troubleshooting Kubernetes related issues, providing real-time support and solutions to common problems. Next is streamline workflows. K8sGPT can assist developers, system administrators, and DevOps teams in streamlining the Kubernetes workflows, enhancing efficiency and productivity in our cluster management. Using K8sGPT provides us with lots of benefits. Some of them are automated cluster orchestration. So K8sGPT auto-generates Kubernetes cluster configurations based on user-defined specifications, simplifying deployment. Next is seamless scalability. Describing scaling requirements, and K8sGPT crafts Kubernetes scaling manifests for the dynamic resource allocation. Efficient troubleshooting. Utilizing K8sGPT for rapid issue diagnosis as it interprets logs and matrices, offering troubleshooting guidance. Next is cost efficient optimization. K8sGPT analyzes resource utilization, recommending cost effective adjustments without compromising performance. Next is auto generated documentation. Automate cluster documentation creation with K8sGPT, producing markdown files, enhancing knowledge sharing. 24/7 availability. K8sGPT provides uninterrupted support, eliminating the need for human intervention during off-peak hours.
K8sGPT is an innovative solution that tackles a lot of complexities and challenges we face in our Kubernetes clusters. It simplifies the problem that we face during making large applications, like we face when we make pods, run deployments, etc. It simplifies documentation of our Kubernetes clusters, and also uses automation by using AI and like ChatGPT and OpenAI. It takes the keys from that and gives answers and solutions to us. It saves a lot of costs, as we do not have to use any other tool for this. K8sGPT does all the tasks and gives us the simplified version of the solution, and it saves a lot of manual effort and time that is caused by the Kubernetes clusters. So overall, it is a very great tool if we want to solve these problems, not by manually, by automation.
Fostering a cultivation culture in XenonStack. With our 10 moves to make movements matter, we focused on how to help our colleagues to practice cultivation. Maverick program and roles definition created and socialized cultivation behaviors to help people understand how they can bring cultivation to life and to provide them with a common language to describe actions related to cultivation. One behavior doesn't exclude other, and all XenonStack people are invited to explore the behaviors, play, and practice with them to find inspiration for their own way of cultivation.